Good evening again, ladies and gentlemen. This is HUD X coming to you on the RSC Solar Stream again for the second time in 2 nights. Hi, everybody. I am here as part of the Twos League tonight instead of the Threes League. This is our Season 1 wrap-up kind of recap for our inaugural Twos season. We're going to announce all of our All-Stars and MVPs and give everybody a recap of the champions, and then finally announce the franchise and GM of the seasons to cap it all off. And this will be our last stream for the Twos League. We'll head into our big off season where we're going to elect some new admins and we're going to get the ball rolling on season 2 of the RSC Twos League. With that being said, we're going to move right into our first All-Stars. We're going to go from the bottom up. So we're going to start with Contender. Our Contender All-Stars is the Twos League. We are going to have 4 All-Stars from each tier. On the Solar side, we have Cool Bags 3 from Prelude and Grim Raw 08 from, I'm not even going to add the YT, but whatever. Grim Raw from the Molotovs representing the Bomb Squad. And then on the Lunar side, we have Ben from the Dodo Birds out of the Birdcage and Scooter Jacobs from Bile representing, Toxicity? Is that what Envy's franchise is? Toxicity. And, Cool Bags, shout out to you because you're one of my players. I know you were super excited about hearing about your All-Stars nod here. You knew it was coming. Here's your official announcement. And then our MVPs, the Solar MVP will also be Cool Bags. And Ben for the Dodo Birds on the Lunar side. And Ben is your overall MVP. We'll have an overall MVP for both Contender and Premier because they had conferences. Everybody else will just be one big one. So congrats to all of the Contender All-Stars and MVPs. Your Contender champion is the Dodo Birds. The roster comprising of Ben, Encreds, and You Are Mortal, the 3 guys that brought the first cup home for the Dodo Birds. Congratulations to you guys. I cast your final. It was a lot of fun. You played really well. And shout out to Prelude as the runner-up. First season coming off really strong. Everybody really showing out throughout all of these tiers, really putting proof of concept through. So congratulations to all you guys, and congratulations to the Dodo Birds for winning Contender. We will move on to Prospect. I have to scroll back up. Prospect players, All-Stars. We've got another 4. The Noobish Lord. There we go. I can read. From Decay. Out of Toxicity. Chef on C4 from Bomb Squad. Moldy PBJ from Delayed out of Flix 101. And CSO Gunkiller from the Rocks out of the Birdcage. We just saw 2 of those guys, Moldy PBJ and CSO Gunkiller, on stream in Prospect for the Threes League last night. So shout outs to them for playing well on both sides, 2s and 3s. Congratulations to all 4 of you for Prospect All-Stars. And your Prospect MVP, there's only one of them, voted on by the players, ex-Chef from C4 out of the Bomb Squad, taking your Prospect MVP. And then something that might become a little bit of a theme tonight, your champions for Prospect are also C4 out of the Bomb Squad for Prospect. Runner-up, the Greenies. That was another dominant win for the C4. Cast that one as well. They played super well all the way through, wire to wire. Chef had a great series and secured that MVP with his performance there, as well as a strong performance over the course of the season. So congrats to all of you guys. And Prospect's always a really fun one because it's really, as you start to see players start to get a really firm grasp on rotations and mechanics, and you start to see people really elevate their game. And then after that, you have Challenger. Even more, you start to see these players speed up. Another 4 All-Stars here. Dumby from the Dynamite, along with his teammate Happy Hour TTV from the Dynamite. Space from the Guardians of the Galaxy out of Comic Crusaders. And Dur from the Rune out of the Vinland franchise. Congratulations to all 4 of you guys. It might be obvious, who knows? The MVP for Challenger actually isn't even on the All-Stars list. MVP for Challenger is Fineapple out of Miasma from the Toxicity franchise. Congratulations to Fineapple. And then our winners here, if there are 2 All-Stars on a team and it's a Twos League, you probably could guess who won. Dynamite from the Bomb Squad. A-Bomb taking Prospect and Challenger back-to-back championships. He won both of them on the same night. So shout out to him for drafting really well in his center tiers here. Dynamite, a 4-0 sweep over Strix. They only had to play 3 games in that championship match because of the double elimination format, and they absolutely slaughtered the Strix on stream. But a great run from the Strix as well to come up through the lower bracket. Had to fend off Guardians of the Galaxy and Rune to get there, and they swept Miasma to get to the finals. Just couldn't put Dynamite away, but a great season from the Dynamite all over and all together. Challenger, always a fun tier. Got to again start to see people get a little bit quicker, a little bit more intentional with their touches. Then after that comes Minor, the meat and potatoes of RSC, if you will, smack in the middle. Another 4 players. This time, we've got Drown from the Griffins out of the Birdcage. Onward on the Gobbers out of Luigi's Mansion. This is the first mention that we hear of Luigi's Mansion. We'll hear more about them soon. Animosity and Wallaby Gangsta out of the Golden Gods from the It's Always Sunny franchise. The first mention from them as well. Great stuff for all 4 of you there. Shout outs to Wallaby. He's on the media committee with us. He always holds it down whenever he casts, and he had a great season in the Twos League as well. He wanted to cast more, but he was always playing and always winning, so he really couldn't. Drown from the Griffins out of the Birdcage, your Minor MVP. And then your champions for Minor. Another one that you could probably guess. The Griffins taking the win for the Birdcage. Another upper bracket team taking that 1 game advantage that they had because they won out all the way and using that as a sweep. Gobbers, the number 1 seed, knocked down to the lower bracket in the quarterfinals, but they fought their way back to make it to the grand finals, but it just was not enough to stand up to the Griffins, who also swept them 4-0, only having to win 3 games in the grand finals to take home the championship. Great stuff from them. That was one that I didn't get a chance to see, but I heard that it was another dominant game. You probably could guess that it was a dominant game. Most 4-0 sweeps are. But congratulations to the Griffins. Congratulations to the Gobbers for making it all the way back to that grand finals, and to all of the Minor players. Moving on from Minor, we move up to Major, starting to get into the low GC territory as far as player skills go. GC All-Stars for you tonight. Major All-Stars, pardon me. Dead Cupcake from Comic Crusaders. Ginger Male 3 from Nightmen. Critical off the Creepers. And likewise from the Moab. Comic Crusaders. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Luigi's Mansion and Bomb Squad all represented there. Your overall MVP for Major will be Critical off of the Creepers. Congratulations to Critical. And then I'm going a little bit too fast. I'm gonna take a breath. Everybody can see Critical's name on the screen. Major teams, your finals champions, the Creepers out of Luigi's Mansion, Bales, Fiends Pal, which is Tony, shout out to Tony, and Critical taking home the dub for Luigi's Mansion there. Creepers in the 4-3 win coming out of the lower bracket. They had to fight off the 1 game advantage and take it home in 7. So huge shout out to the Creepers for fighting all the way back through after getting knocked down to the lower bracket in the semifinals on the winner's side, and then having that 1 game disadvantage and still being able to pull it out as the 1 seed. Shout out to Peppermint as your runner-up, and the rest of the Major players. Always good. Major's one of my favorite tiers just to watch and to cast, because it's really where you start to see everybody gel, and they're really starting to figure their stuff out as far as team chemistry goes. And then above them here in the Twos League, we have the Elite tier. It's blue on our sheets. The 4 MVPs here, Elite All-Stars, not MVPs. Callie from Phoenix Arising and Neo Blast from Phoenix Arising out of the Birdcage. Pleth, he played for the Menthol and the Daemon, and Far, who played for the Menthol and HOA, which is the Neighborhood. The first mention that we heard of the Neighborhood here too, shout outs to them, as well as Minty Fresh. Glad to see everybody being represented here. Lots of strong players across all the tiers. Your Elite MVP will be Callie off the Phoenix Arising out of the Birdcage. Congratulations to Callie for a strong season. And your Elite Champions will be a team that wasn't mentioned at all on that page because they were the it really, like, going into it, it felt like they were the underdogs. I cast this championship match too. Like, we hit the field for this one, and it really felt like X-Men were going to do something with this. And Classy absolutely blew them out of the water. It looks like a 4-1 on the score here, but it was a 4-0 sweep. Classy with a game disadvantage as the lower bracket team, just wire-to-wire domination over the X-Men. There was no chance for the X-Men from the start of that match all the way to the ball touching the ground in the last game. Classy showed up in the finals. I think that it was a rematch between them in the quarterfinals. They lost to X-Men in the quarterfinals 3-1, and then came back and absolutely blew them out for the grand final. So a little bit of vengeance there. Roden, ISO Solo, and King Chicken, your champions for Classy. Congratulations to you guys. And then our last tier, the premier tier, it's purple on our sheets. I don't know why. It's probably because I've seen it so many times. I always associate the tiers with the colors that they are on the sheets. It just is an indelible connection in my mind. And if you never see it, you don't understand what I'm talking about, but that's fine. Premier MVP or All Stars, Alex from the Avengers out of the Comic Crusaders, Distant, the GM of Vinland Saga franchise, Ferdinsky out of Neighborhood Watch from the Neighborhood, and Danger off Plague from Toxicity. Congratulations to you guys. And we've got 3 MVPs technically for Premier because we had the Lunar and Solar conferences. Lucapo from the Reapers out of Scoville, and Distant again off of Astrid, and Distant taking over that overall MVP award. Congratulations to both of you guys and to Distant for taking the overall. And then your last champions, your premier champions, are the Reapers. 4-2 over King Boo's in the grand final for Premier. Another one that I was lucky enough to get to cast. Knobes, Alec, Lucapo, and Picasso, your winners there. Reapers and King Boo's went back and forth. Reapers looked like they were going to run away with it early, and King Boo's very quickly kind of shut the door on that and made them fight for it. It was a rematch from their semifinal as well. So it was a great series to watch, and Reapers just kept their foot down on the gas and ran it out all the way to that victory in Premier. So that is all of the MVPs, All-Stars, and Champions. Tux, can we just do a run through of the champions one more time? You're looking at Premier right now. We're not going to say it again. We probably will. We'll come back to it. Contenders, the Dodo Birds, the champions in Contender. Again, I'm going to shout out the rosters because I feel like I missed a lot in the middle. Ben Encreds and You Are Mortal, the 3. En is just Ben, but he had a name change, so it's weird. Congratulations to those guys. Prospect, the C4, RCM Block, Chef, and Gambro. Sorry, I'm waffling, Tux. It's my bad. I'm like reading it off of the stream, which is on a delay. RCM Blocks, X-Chef, and Gambro, your champions for C4. Dominant finals from them there as well. For Challenger, we had the Dynamite, another Bomb Squad team. Dumby, Happy Hour, and Rob, the players taking that championship home. Congratulations to them. In Minor, we had the Griffins from the Birdcage, Drown, Rua, and King. Your roster there for the Griffins, Minor champions, the 4-0 sweep. For Major, I remember shouting this one out because I had to shout out Tony. Bales, Fiends Pal, Tony Delator, whatever you want to call them, and Critical, the team compromising the Creepers. Congratulations to you guys on your major championship. And Elite, we had Classy from Flix 101, Roden, ISO Solo, and King Chicken, your champions out of that one. Elite champions here in Season 1. And then again, Premier, just throw them back up on the screen. We don't need to say their names again. I'm just joking. I'll say their names again. Knobs, Lucapo, and Picasso. Alec on the IR, riding the bench to the championship. What a better way to get a cup next to your name. Congratulations to you guys. Congratulations to all the champions again, all of the All-Stars and the MVPs. And then the moment of truth. the last thing that we will award for RSC Season 1 of the Twos League, Franchise of the Season and GM of the Season. Your Franchise of the Season, as voted on by your peers, the GMs, the players, goes to the Birdcage. Congratulations to the Birdcage. The GM of the Birdcage is Ncreds. Congratulations to Ncreds and putting together a fantastic season for the Birdcage. All you guys showed out. And then your GM of the season, as much as it pains me to say, but I love him dearly, A-Bomb from the Bomb Squad, taking your GM of the season for our inaugural Twos League Season 1. A-Bomb, that back-to-back championships and prospect in Challenger is huge. Super hard to pull off just to have one team win a championship, let alone have two consecutively win a championship. So huge shout outs to A-Bomb. I've known A-Bomb for a long time now. He's one of my best friends in the league. So always cool to see him succeed, even if it was at the expense of some of my own teams, but that's whatever. All in all, top to bottom, huge shout outs to everybody involved in RSC 2's, our first season. I think it went as well as it could have. We made it happen pretty much out of nothing, just on interest and people willing to, put a little bit more skin into it so that way they could get it rolling. And now we've got a ton of stuff in the pipeline for season 2. We're super excited to get some new admins in and to get some, so the creative juices flowing a little bit and get some things running and get the second season of RSC2 set up to be even better than the first. We're very excited to be able to bring you potentially some more streamed games if we've got the staff to do it. I know that I would love to be able to see some more and cast some more Twos games as well. All in all, it was a great first season. There were some kinks to be worked out, but that's to be expected with the season 1. I believe that we will put up like screen grabs of all of this off the VODs in the server if you miss the stream. Otherwise, the VOD will be available on the Twitch channel and on the YouTube when I export it as well. So, shout outs to Tuxedo Marks. He's running the stream for me currently, so I didn't have to click all the buttons by myself, which I appreciate greatly. And he's held down the 2s and the 3s streams pretty much, not entirely by himself, but sometimes by himself over the course of the last season or so. And we very much appreciate all of his work behind the scenes. And I've been HUDX. I was the GM of Magnum Opus, and I couldn't have asked for a better first season for 2s. I attempted to play as well, which was kind of a mistake on my part, and next season I'm intending on just GMing. So hopefully I can be a little bit more present for my teams, and maybe we can get some more championships for Magnum Opus as well. But shout outs to all the other GMs for putting together a great season. Everybody had strong teams and at least one tier. It was a pretty even series, or an even season for everybody. There wasn't anybody that really got shut out of having success, which is always nice to see. Everybody's rip-roaring to get back at it for season 2. There'll be announcements coming about that soon, hopefully once we get these new admins in and we get the ball rolling for all that. It's been about a half hour that the stream has been running, so I think that's a perfect time to end it. I'm going to log off here. It's nice seeing everybody again 2 nights in a row. You're not going to see me tomorrow night for the Threes League, but you'll see me again next week at some point. Super excited for season 2 of the Twos League. Whenever it gets started, you'll hear from us then. I'm going to shut my mouth now. Thank you guys for being here. Good night.